Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and today is Friday. Oh, and it's been a hell of a Friday. So grab something red. Make sure you're wearing or have something red to remember everyone deployed. And man, make a drink. We got balloons in the sky and Westwood on the other side of this. So give us a like and share the video. Be right back. Welcome, Westwood.
Well, howdy.
I may plug in my earpods because my son is in here and he is giving me shade about how I do my intro.
I am not.
You did.
You're done.
Okay.
You're not going to hear it. You're done.
You just lay there and you'll feel better later.
Right.
He wants, when they're sick and they want to be around their mom and or their dad or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all that. So he's laying in front of the heater in my office.
All right.
On the floor.
All right. Heat. Who needs heat in this kind of weather? What are you talking about?
We woke up. It was cold. It was in the 20s this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we had like a -20 wind chill this morning.
Oh, dear God. I could never live there.
I know. Well, and then tomorrow's going to be nice, though. This weekend, we're going to be in the 40s. So it's like one day.
The 40s.
It's going to be warm. I'll be out in my flip-flops. I'll be working on the digibug. And we're like,
oh,
it'll be nice.
My gosh. You're so funny.
Yeah, you get used to it.
In the 40s.
It'll be a lot. Well, it's all relative, today is cold, so it makes you appreciate the 40-degree weather tomorrow.
Yes. Hey.
Anyway. Hey,
Joshy
for horses
is giving you props for your morning rants, and he says they give me life, and I have to agree. I love it. That's the other day you didn't do one,
awesome.
Or I missed it. I couldn't find it if you did one. Did you miss one this last week?
I think I did miss one because I've had vehicle juggling issues.
Yes.
And so, I'm bouncing in different vehicles, and there's one I missed. I can't remember what day it was, but I didn't do it because, I don't have camera mounts in the wife's car. I don't have camera mounts in the daughter's car. And I got 2 digibugs. The starter is out on one of them now. And the other one's a diesel that, it's got carbon buildup, and I don't want to drive it too much. And I got to get my parts in so I can clean it up. And so, I've been juggling cars.
For your carbon credits build?
No, it's carbon buildup. And I'm going to handle it myself. Nobody else is going to tell me what to do. I got this.
Okay.
My carbon footprint, the digibug carbon footprint inside the car needs to be, evacuated. So anyway, I missed one video, but see, I made up with it because I'm doing like 25-minute videos now. So
I know.
I'll just link
Mr. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, now it's like 22 minutes.
You
and
like
20
10x'd on your video time.
I did. I went 10x like Litecoin's going to do between now and June.
That's right.
That'll get some followers, right?
That'll
start
get some
pumping
followers.
it.
10x.
Well, see, that's what I need to do. I need to go, what's Litecoin about to do? And put the, that up.
Do a scary face.
It's like,
oh no. Litecoin's about to take off. You could put that picture of us on the motor on the screen.
Yes, and then to tilt it so it's like going up.
Yeah, tilt it. You have to auto.
It's Litecoin to the balloon.
Like
the Chinese balloon. We're going to take it out.
Oh, I wish somebody would. I think it's insane. I was telling you before we got started, I just really felt like, I feel like that feeling. So my ex was a real wimp.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy harassed me at a restaurant one time, and he had us sneak out the back so he wouldn't have to confront the guy. And it just crushed my soul. It's supposed to be your husband that protects you and whatever.
Yeah. Hey, we're having dinner, jerk. You can leave.
Back off. Leave.
Well, no, I'm going to go out the back.
And don't talk to her like that. But anyway, and that's how I feel with this balloon hanging over our country. We're supposed to be America with the strongest military ever. And we're supposed to be safe. That is, if the president has one job, that whole thing, you had
to defend the rights of the citizens, to defend the Constitution,
to protect the citizens is literally the
protect the borders,
job
protect the nation
of the president.
I know. You got one job, bro.
You got one job, bro.
Well,
You are sucking at it.
he needs to pull out some of those documents and maybe brush up. There might be some information in there, that gives him some lessons on how to lead.
We do need more lessons in how to lead, and we need people to read the Constitution and read the preamble. The preamble.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. There you go.
Woo! I had a little Schoolhouse Rock going in my mind.
All right, there you go. Are you excited now? It's happy hour, baby.
Those were the days when kids sang the Constitution, and we still do Pledge of Allegiance at our homeschool co-op once a week with our friends. And we do next year. I'm super excited because right now we're doing we do different periods of history over a 3-year course. So like we did ancient times last year. This year we're doing Middle Ages, and then next year we get to do like more current time period. So super excited.
Well, I'm an expert on the Middle Ages. I'm right there.
You're in the Middle Ages.
I'm in the Middle Ages right now. Hopefully,
yeah, your birthday's coming up. So Javi's birthday. Happy birthday!
Just had one this week.
To Top Shot.
Ends in a 0. Won't say which first number.
I don't think he's embarrassed, but
no.
Top Shot crazy. Hernandez in the chat, or you guys know him as
happy birthday, Javier.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you. And we have so many birthdays coming up. Yours is coming up next, right?
Yes, it is.
Next. You're the 9th.
In a few days. No, I'm lucky 7, baby. 6th is
7th?
Ronald Reagan. 7th is Westwood.
I have it in my calendar on my phone. I don't have it in this.
Tilly,
calendar.
Who's over here, hers is the 11th. She'll be 1.
Did you get your birthday present from me yet?
No.
Remember I ordered you that
well,
thing?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Those jerks. Okay, I'll have to.
That's been a while. Check
that
the tracking on that. Yeah, I know. Well, I thought you were going to have it and then send it. I didn't know you were shipping it direct. Because
I just
when you told me
direct.
it would be. It's been a while.
Yeah.
If I show up on my birthday.
Westwood.
Yes.
And then I put that
the
address.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know. All things.
I'll check it out.
Season, timing. It'll happen.
Well, so that's next Tuesday is your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of your birthday happy hour.
Kinda, yeah. I think I'll have a cigar and a beer.
You should smoke it up.
I'm gonna smoke it up. I'm gonna smoke it up big time, baby.
Smoke it up.
Smoke them if you got them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. I'll be turning 50.
That's
50
a big
old.
deal.
Is it? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it wasn't for me, but I hear it's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess.
Like mine was a big nothing burger. I actually went to someone else's birthday party on my actual birthday, on my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
Which is nice to be around friends and family.
Yeah.
But
yeah, don't worry about it. I'll put my Litecoin address. You can send it to me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, when you're younger, you think, oh my gosh, 50. Well, when you're younger, you think 30 is ancient. And then you get there and you're like, this ain't nothing. Come on, give me a break. But now the problem is being 50. I don't feel old at all. I still look at things differently. Like as I'm younger, and I don't feel 50 at all. But I mean, when I look at people, I'm like 25-year-olds. I'm like, oh my God, they're so young. They look like they're just out of high school. You get to that point where, you kind of lump everybody together and you really don't know if somebody's 18 or if they're 25.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're just kind of like,
which don't give excuses for pervert old men to
well,
say,
that's why I said
she looked 25
I didn't want to say 16.
I can't tell that she's only 50.
Well, she looks like she's, I don't know, whatever, 22.
Even if she's 18, you're 50, you jerk.
Well, two 25-year-olds, 50, it's okay.
No. Anyway, Joshy Lake's birthday is on the same day as Nana's, 2/22.
Really? Holy
yeah. That's George Washington's birthday.
Oh, goodness. And then we've got Hannah and Carlos. I don't think they've had no, I don't think they've had the little one yet.
The baby.
It's going to be a February birthday.
Oh.
Another Aquarian.
Uh-huh.
It's the age of Aquarius. It's all, hey, we're here. Get used
My
to it.
husband's on the 26th.
Yep, he's just like right outside of it. But February,
And you have some kiddos with birthdays in
yes,
February.
my youngest, hers is what, the 17th. The dog's is the 11th. So we got things going on
The
here.
dog.
Yeah, she's gonna be 1.
Oh, happy birthday.
If she pops up here, I'll show you. I mean, because I cut all her hair off. Well, I didn't cut it. I had to take her to the groomer because we couldn't cut it. It just got so unmanageable and nobody could handle it. And she just wants to jump
The big
around.
one?
Yeah, so she doesn't even look like the same dog. Totally different. The little dog, Franny, she when Tilly came home, she's barking at her. She's like, didn't recognize her at all. Was very upset. She was traumatized. And so now she's back to, okay, this is the same dog.
Don't you think that made her self-conscious, like bad hair day?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we shaved her all the way down. So, oh boy.
Yeah, my oldest sister, her birthday was on the 18th of February when it's her heavenly birthday now.
Yeah, my aunt's is the 19th. So there's a lot of February birthdays that I know of.
Yeah.
Miss Teen Crypto's is this month. I know that. I know hers was close to mine. I don't know when it is. It's 8.
Oh, and TPA is close to yours. Or no. Maybe he's more. I got to look on my phone. I have everybody's birthday on the phone.
I know. See, that's the thing. I need to put it in the calendar since we have this digital thing. We can put it in there and make it recurring every year. And then that way, next year, I can remember. Well, it can remember for me. Or I can just ask ChatGPT and it'll know.
Oh, God. Jim Montgomery's birthday is the 15th. So.
Wow. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I should go get a White Claw in celebration of Jim Montgomery's birthday because I don't think he's drinking.
You should. If you need one, you should go get one. I'll go find my Twitter post and go through
I'll go get one to celebrate Jim's birthday. I'll be right back.
Jim's upcoming birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to Daddy-O's daughter and upcoming birthday for his wife. That's nice. So after the Thursday, after our Thursday show, I know you guys might have seen Okie Treasure in the chat. That's our friends from Chickasha that have the store, the antique store, and they do a lot of really cool stuff. He actually had a show almost right after ours. And so I jumped on in his chat and then started watching, and he showed me this thing. I'm going to try to do it. There's a way to do a giveaway through StreamYard, and it chooses it for you. And you just tell people to put hashtag something, and then it finds all those comments, enters them in a thing, and then you can click and see who won. So I thought we might try that. I might give something away and try that today.
Just give it away.
Yeah. We'll do a birthday giveaway for.
Well, sorry, Jim. I did not have a White Claw. It's about the same thing, though, but I truly am sorry. I just had Trulies. So I guess I'll have the pineapple Truly. I got trouble in one hand and a Truly in the other. Look out. There it is.
You are trouble. Yeah.
I know. I am.
We know it.
Yummy. Not really.
Yeah, Nana is Pisces, and so is my husband. So later in February, I don't know where the tipping point is, somewhere around.
I think it's around 18th, 19th, right around there. Yeah.
Then they tip.
If our astrological calendar is correct, who knows? Get Jenny Moonstone on the phone.
I just talked to her the other day about meetup stuff. It sounds like Ben's got something planned in March, so we're going to focus on April, which it'll be Blind Dave's birthday. That'll be perfect. It's also Mighty Mia's birthday, and so we're going to focus on the meetup here in Oklahoma City on April 15th, that weekend. So if you guys are planning on seeing us, kind of put that in your calendar and start planning around that. So
put that in your pipe.
Yeah. Josh Lake says, how's the reboot going? It's good. It's challenging.
I rebooted already. I'm good.
Yeah. So on Mondays, we were doing Amy's reboot, which she's got great resources for everybody. If you are interested in doing the reboot, you can actually do it anytime. because she's got such great information on it. And there's like the recipes are really cool because it gives you lots of options. We're on this week 2, so everything's blended or smooth. Should just have instead.
Well, what you do is you take the Tito's and the mixer, and then you put it in a blender with the ice, and then it becomes a smoothie.
Well,
right?
you're not supposed to have alcohol or caffeine during this.
No.
Which was the worst part for me at the beginning. I had like a really bad caffeine headache.
It's bad.
And then, but then after a few days, it was fine, and that's when we were drinking or eating all raw foods, but you could eat like salads and stuff like that, which I did expand my salad. Now you're going to have less to eat when we go out together because I actually am eating my tomatoes now, and I put red pepper and carrots on my salad, and I really like it.
Okay. It's good. I know. That's why I'm like, just pass it over here if you're done with it. I'll eat it.
I know. And then you always ate the tomatoes for me, which was great. Yeah. But I'm actually enjoying them now. So,
well, there you go. I'm like that bulldozer, with the coins. You put the quarters in and it pushes it at the carnival. That's me. You just keep pushing the plate over to me. I'll eat it. I'll take it. Anyway.
So this week we're on smoothies. And I've cheated a little bit in that I added some of that almond coconut milk, unsweetened almond coconut milk to my smoothie. And my bananas finally turned the right color, so I could throw a banana in there. And then I have this like strawberries and blueberries and then the banana. And I have a little bit of that almond milk stuff.
So the banana, coconut. Oh, yummy. Almond coconut. I love coconut stuff. Anything coconut. I should be on an island somewhere.
You are.
Gilligan. Because you look more like the skipper than Gilligan. But it's coconuts. I love them. Love coconut oil. Love coconut milk. Love just raw coconut. I just love eating it.
Yeah. I will say that I did cheat. Was it last night? I think it was last night or night before. I really was craving like food, like crunching something or having a little more food. And so I had another salad, but I figure I'm staying in the raw food thing, so I'm doing pretty good.
And that's the way you got to look at it, because ordinarily it could have been, I'm going to grab a bag of chips or something. Not that you would, but I mean, at least you're grabbing something that's healthy. And if you maintain that, and it's like, okay, I'm going to eat something good and I'll reward myself. But, it's like, you're doing great. So
yeah,
you look fat. You look marvelous. Marvelous.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been good. So I've had some education. She really was teaching us about like, you can go, there's resources on her website, Raw Food Reboot.
Was it Raw Food 21 Reboot?
21reboot.com.
Okay.
Raw21reboot.com.
And so do it yourself anytime.
And you can start anytime. Get a bunch of friends to do it with you. That's been my only challenge, is that my husband has been watching Chef Pierre lately, and he's making all these wonderful meals and sauces, and
come on, man.
It smells really good.
Come on. Yeah, I know you. And you probably smell it more now, because you're probably yours were pretty enhanced anyway, but I mean, how much more can you smell, I guess? But you're really picking it up, and especially when you eat healthier, you're really smelling things. You're like, just pick it up.
My mom says she's going to Arizona in April. This from a woman that won't go. Okay.
Arizona.
Great, Mom. That's wonderful.
I'm trying to get my daughter to go to the University of Arkansas. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Nana? Is it?
Yeah, it's a great school. My sister took
in-state tuition for out-of-state people too, with her grade points. So I'm
that's cool.
You need to go there. Please go there. Be a Razorback.
That's actually kind of the area that my Charlie and I want to move to, is somewhere a little north of there, but right around there. That has a great school. Yeah, it's beautiful campus, and they have great. It depends on what she's looking into doing or whatever, I guess. But my oldest sister actually went there when it's been almost 30 years ago. And put herself through school as a single mom with one kid after a divorce. And she thankfully had the help of my mom and my dad to kind of be there for her. And she ended up getting a computer some kind of computer tech degree. And before she passed away, she had been like working with MasterCard.
I was going to say that was good timing.
Yeah, flying her to
right
like
before the
Poland and Italy and all kinds of things because she was like the geek whisperer. So they would do launches or rollouts and she would help in the middle. And she ended up with like before she passed away, she had like helped start another company that made a ton of money. She also like was the CIO of some other company. I don't know. There's some really great opportunities at University of Arkansas.
I think Arkansas is beautiful. And I mean,
it is.
Mm-hmm. And you got a decent governor
Sarah
now.
Huckabee there.
Yeah, there you are, same wavelength. Isn't she giving the State of the Union rebuttal?
I love it. Yeah, I can't wait.
She is, isn't she? Yes. The irony of that, the corruption of Clinton, and then you got Biden, in the same vein, and then you've got Huckabee, governor of Arkansas, former Clinton territory, giving the rebuttal to Biden.
And so she was a child. Her dad was governor of Arkansas when she was a child, and she grew up in the governor's mansion. And so she's now,
I'm back.
It's almost like we are having this repeat of time of history.
Bloodlines, families.
Like a back to the future thing. Seriously.
I was going 88 miles an hour today.
You were not going 80.
I was.
Your
my daughter's car. She got a turbo, so once in a while you got to get on it, and get that stuff going. So, yeah, I was going 88, and I looked down. I'm like, I kind of had like a little flashback or something, when I hit 88. So I don't know. I'm 30 again or something. Maybe.
Yeah. Mom says it was a computer science degree. She was CIO of a major medical testing company. So that must have been after all the MasterCard stuff and trips to Poland. And she brought me some jewelry in Poland. That's why that sticks in my head. And we're Polish.
Right. That's what the first thing I thought. I'm like, again, going back to the future, past stuff.
Yeah.
All interconnected things that were happening right now.
There are a lot. Yeah. I think it's interesting that there was like the big, and Uncle Cliff said, how did I miss the green comet? How many weeks have we been talking about?
He's not watching.
In his data, he said, how did I miss the green comet in my data? Which makes me wonder because
was it called something else maybe?
Well,
or is it just another NASA fraud?
Came by at the same time as the big balloon. So was it overshadowed by the big balloon?
I mean, but yeah, you were talking about it.
Purpose of the big balloon
over a month ago.
I know. And I sent it to a lot of my friends.
It's not like you had 50,000 years to watch out for it or anything.
And told them about it. And I sent an email to Uncle Cliff. So I don't know if that was like
he probably gets a lot.
Oh, how did I miss it? So to try to trigger people to think for themselves. Is that
being sarcastic?
Well, is that because this big balloon is covering up or distracting it's the big story of something?
Think of the absurdity of that, though, this balloon thing. I mean, you've got, it's clear. They've got like this satellite panel on it, and it's a surveillance. I was watching and then Blinken now is not going, Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, not going to China now, cancel the trip because of this. See, it's almost like they're ramping up for something. They're using these excuses. And this balloon thing, it's fine. You got the press conference today. We're not worried about it. Well, is it armed? No, it's just surveillance. It's like, okay, it's surveillance. It's from China. It's over Kansas City now. Why are we allowing this? And see, I guess this is part of the whole movie to wake people up.
Yeah,
because
to be honest, we've had a big balloon from China in our pockets, most of us, for a long time.
Maybe it'll end up in Washington, D.C., over Washington, D.C., and a laser will come out and go, peek, something will happen. I don't know.
But they're worried about the fallout and the human.
It's a balloon. I mean, the little satellite thing, the grill or whatever it is sitting there might fall down. But how much? They shoot space junk and they tell us all the time, well, it looks like it's going to land in the Atlantic. It looks like it might land here. It might land there. But there's always that chance that it might fall on somebody. Shoot the damn thing down. It's a surveillance tool. Why are you allowing this? This is stupid. It's silly. But I think it's part of the game.
It probably is part of the show to wake people up, to get them to think about, you
What
know,
the
oh
F?
my gosh, China's spying on us. And people had to see a literal balloon in the sky
Right.
with like a
They've
magnifying, a
infiltrated
little
every
guy with a
college in
magnifying glass.
America,
Yeah.
in the universities, but now we need a balloon up there. You know, it's like a weather balloon.
This was interesting. I'm gonna see if I can.
In,
Come on,
in
man.
Ukraine, Yuan Hongbin also
Oh, it doesn't
said
matter
in
if I use. Okay. So this basically is supposedly saying the three tasks of CCP, new foreign affairs minister, whatever her name is,
Chinese
have,
Communist Party, CCP, right?
yes, to
Okay.
have the Russian-Ukraine war drag on as long as possible to divide the U.S. and Europe, create social unrest and political division in the U.S. after the you-know-whats. So there's the plan, guys. And there, who's in charge?
Yeah. Now, remember one of the last 17 posts, I think, right after Trump lost the election. I think one of the last posts before he went dark, or they went dark, was scare event necessary. And I always remembered that. And I never knew what the scare event was, but there's a lot of scare events, I guess. But I mean, how much scared do people have to get before they wake up?
I don't know. I just think it's insane. Some people are saying it could be a dry run for an EMP attack.
Right. Jared Tate, I was watching his tweets. He's like, what the F?
Yeah.
It could be an EMP. It's in perfect position. I mean, seriously, people, why are you allowing this?
It's moving now because it is, they said it is, what was the word they used? Directional or something like that. I
mean, is it self-propelled? And they couldn't answer the question today. Well, how is it moving? What does it have? Oh, no, I can't comment. Okay. Is the wind blowing it or the jet stream blowing it? I mean, it's just insane to have really your enemy. I mean, if you think about it, it's having a balloon.
Some other information showing why that might be. There's a partnership. There's a few partnerships that are interesting.
Just a trial balloon.
Oh, this was good.
Which actions by Hillary Clinton you think are the most satanic?
The willingness to kill babies, innocent babies.
What do you think about what happened in Syria?
There you go. Love Ben Carson. Great man.
Wow.
Great doctor. Yeah.
There you have it.
I remember when he ran for president, like I almost got to meet him, Rory. He had like a meeting thing and we weren't able to go. But anyway, I was in the same city as him. He's a really smart, amazing man. He created the surgery that actually saved Mia and Cannon's life. That the first, oh gosh, it's totally escaping me. But it's the first, there's even a movie about it. Yeah. I'll find it and share it. It's really cool. He's amazing, man. Actually, Dr. McDaniel, that's on with New Eden, was taking care of his mom, Ben Carson's mom, for a while there. Yeah.
Wow. The connections. And you're always at the center of it. I don't know what's going on with you.
That is weird, huh?
Very interesting.
Dementia Joe at it again, saying that the
demon. Says, you said dementia. They said Demon Joe. Sorry.
Yeah, he said that the inflation was already there when he got there, and then
oh my God, how much was gasoline before you came in, bro?
So this is when he got there. That's the inflation. This is where we are now, children.
The thing is, inflation's always been there because it's a debt-based monetary system, but it got a lot worse once you showed up. But,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I get what he's saying from the standpoint of, there was a lot of trillions of dollars printed because of this whole pandemic thing. And, but the thing is, you don't shut off pipelines for energy. You don't not issue coal plant permits because that's what most of the electric grid runs off is coal plants. And you wonder why your electric bill's doubled. You don't cut down energy when you're not ready to roll into a new system, which is pretty much unproven anyway. That's not a good thing to do when you want to remain an industrial power. No, because that's not the agenda. The agenda is to shut it down, make you starve, be a part of the vampire casino, suck out all your energy, feed the beast system, and we'll control everything. Even though these are the weakest bunch of people I've ever seen. I mean, really, look at them.
Living in a
This one's epic,
non-democracy
too.
Here's some
when it's
Tucker.
dangerous to displease the ne'er-do-well children of the supreme leader. If you were, for example, at a red light in pre-invasion Baghdad and Uday Hussein came screaming up behind you drunk in his Lamborghini, you got the hell out of the way and you did not complain about it. And you didn't complain about it because Uday's dad ran the place and you did not want to make him mad. You might wind up like the members of his personal soccer team who dared to miss penalty kicks. That's what third world countries are like. All citizens are not equal in countries like that. Power derives from proximity to power. That means the second most powerful people in a country like that are the children of the president. And very often they don't have jobs and are addicted to something. That's the way it works in places like that. And for a long time, that system seemed very foreign to most Americans. They were used to living in a democracy. They could barely even imagine it. But then, during the last presidential campaign, Joe Biden's daughter abandoned her diary somehow in a house she was staying at in Florida after she got out of rehab. And in that diary, Ashley Biden recounted how her father had taken showers with her when she was young, and she attributed her later sexual compulsions to that experience with her father. So by any standard, that seemed like clear evidence of abuse. And yet no law enforcement agency, so far as we know, ever asked Joe Biden about it. Instead, once Joe Biden became president, his FBI raided the home of journalist James O'Keefe and seized the evidence. Ashley Biden's diary was taken by force and has never been seen again. So the message was unmistakable. When Uday Hussein blows by in his Lamborghini, get the hell out of the way, peasant. Princelings have power, you do not. By the way, Hunter Biden's whole life has been a monument to that message. Despite a decades-long drug problem and no record of legitimate achievement of any kind, Hunter Biden has managed to accumulate the highest possible academic credentials, Georgetown and Yale Law. Don't try that at home. As well as what appears to be millions and millions and millions of dollars. How did he do that? You couldn't do it, but then you're not Joe Biden's son, and that's how he did it. He cut business deals with corrupt countries that his father was conducting diplomacy in as vice president of the United States. And then we know from evidence that he apparently planned to kick back some of that money to his father as part of the deal, 10% for the big guy. Now that's completely illegal. And yet neither Hunter Biden nor his father, Joe Biden, have ever been indicted for doing that. Instead, and here's the best part, the real criminals we learned yesterday are the people who dare to talk about it. Yesterday, Hunter Biden's legal team released a letter demanding that Joe Biden's friends imprison anyone who criticizes Joe Biden's son. So these letters call on the Department of Justice, which Joe Biden controls, and Delaware Attorney General Kathy Jennings from Joe Biden's state to file criminal charges against Republicans who dared to possess and share the contents of his son's now famous laptop. And that list would include, among others, John Paul McIsaac, the owner of the Mac repair shop where Hunter Biden abandoned.
How can you put that guy in jail? Look at his cute little bean.
According to Hunter Biden's high-paid lawyers, John Paul McIsaac should be in prison for doing this. Quote, Mr. McIsaac chose to work with Donald Trump's personal lawyer to weaponize Mr. Biden's personal computer data against his father, Joseph R. Biden. In other words, John Paul McIsaac didn't want Joe Biden to become president, and apparently that's now a federal crime. But wait a second, back up a second. Does that mean we can now say with certainty that the laptop is real? If we can say that, that means that Adam Schiff, who's now running for Senate in California, had better issue a statement pronto correcting his previous categorical claims about the laptop. Here was Adam Schiff in October of 2020 when he chaired the House Intelligence Committee.
Does it surprise you at all that this information Rudy Giuliani is peddling very well could be connected to some sort of Russian government disinformation campaign?
Well, we know that this whole smear on Joe Biden comes from the Kremlin. That's been clear for well over a year now that they've been pushing this false narrative about Vice President and his son.
We know this comes from the Kremlin. Adam Schiff said. And of course, Adam Schiff would know, since he, unlike you, had access to top secret information. You weren't allowed to see it.
And they
He
paid
did
for
see
the.
it, and the
Not
basis of
anymore.
that
Yeah,
knowledge
that's
was
why they know,
was from
because
the
they
Kremlin.
paid for
That's
it.
exactly what dozens of former intel officials told you. They saw the evidence, and this was from Russia. So now it looks like they were all lying. According to Hunter Biden's lawyers, quote, Mr. McIsaac unlawfully shared Mr. Biden's property with third parties. His property, he owned it, it was his. Yes, the laptop, according to Hunter Biden's lawyers, belonged to Hunter Biden.
That doesn't
not
exist.
From the Kremlin. That's settled. Except, wait, no, it's not settled. Because today we got yet another statement from Hunter Biden's lawyers, and they seem to revise the first statement. Here's today's statement, and we're quoting. These letters do not confirm McIsaac's or others' versions of a so-called laptop. They address their conduct of seeking, manipulating, and disseminating what they allege to be Mr. Biden's personal data, wherever they claim to have gotten it.
I can't even anymore. Yes.
So in other words, we believe the government should send these people to jail for possessing stolen property that belonged to Hunter Biden, but that so-called property may not actually exist and may not even belong to Hunter Biden.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Oh, anyway, I
had to jot down some notes after that because
I mean, it goes on, but I figure we've
it's
heard
great.
enough. You guys can go look it up. But
right, go check it out. The Standard Hotel, go look up that, you know, with the connections of little Adam Schiff, Shifty Shift.
oh, that's
Shifty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Standard Hotel. And then it reminded me of Hamilton 68. Remember, this folds right into the Hamilton 68 scandal that was revealed on Twitter. You know, he's talking about all this Russian disinformation, and it's like, no, it's not there. And that proves that it's not there. It was just some made up BS. That's all it is. They need a boogeyman. And that's how they usher. Is there music playing in the background still?
Yes, I'm trying something new.
Oh,
Is it bothering you?
it's kind of loud.
Is it loud?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
A little bit,
So
maybe tone it
I
down just a
noticed
little
on
bit.
some videos, like, yeah, I'll turn it down because I don't want it loud.
So what's the thesis here? Let's trust the science on this one, Lisa. What's your
science. So I love
theory?
Pawn Stars, and I watch it all the time because I'm obsessed with old stuff and history.
Well, and we
and
talked about this,
all that.
pawnhub.com, right? That's where you
No,
see all the Pawn Stars.
Pawnhub.com. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, somebody needs to.
Hey, we've got like 50 people viewing now. No, I'm just kidding. It doubled. Keep it up.
Oh Lord.
Pornhub.
Oh gosh.
I get my
No,
glasses
I
and my
noticed
hat on
that
here.
they have like I started. I watched the show and whatever.
My cane out.
And then I started noticing like their format, and I was like, they always have music playing in the background, like
in
all
the
the
background.
time.
Okay.
No matter when they're talking, like it gets louder during the breaks, but then it's still constantly going on behind the scenes.
All right.
And so I was like, I'm gonna try something, but I forgot to start it before we got started.
I know, and you told me to remind you, and I forgot. And I didn't know why. I said, remind me to play music on Happy Hour. I'm like, huh? That's
And
how
you're
we
thinking,
get strikes. That's what? But you think about it. Watch the cop shows. You know, like these cop shows that are on network TV all the time. My God, the background music that's on there, it tells you how to think. It's this emotional. I mean, the music, it tells you, you know, and they turn up the bass and like the drama music, you know, the intense music. And it's just like, you don't even have to listen to any of the dialogue or anything. You know how you're supposed to feel based on the music. I mean, it's just ridiculous, some of these shows. I mean, it's just so much music. It's just crazy. If they didn't have the music, it'd be hilarious. It'd be a comedy because of the dialogue back and forth. It'd be like, okay. But once we get the music track in the background, now we know how to
Man, we're going to have
bum bum.
I just got to make sure I post everybody's. My husband was watching last week's Happy Hour, and he's like, you post the thing too quick. And I said, well, everybody in the chat can read it. It's there for them. He goes, but for the people watching afterwards, you need to leave it up a little bit longer.
What are we posting? You mean
the comments?
Oh, Oh, let them hang there for a little while.
so that I post them and leave them on the screen a little bit longer is what.
I got you. Well, we
what-
need to have somebody program that in to where it's like it stays up for like 8.7, 2.7 seconds.
That would be
Full
nice if
Manchu.
I didn't have to
No.
click it.
Right. It just
physically
does it.
and
It
do
goes through
myself.
it. It goes through it. And then we'll get some real trolls because they're like, oh, yeah, anything I type is
Oh,
going to
well.
show up. Awesome.
Yeah.
So then we need
have-
some mods really whacking them down like whack-a-mole.
Mhm.
But
Get
anyway,
whacked.
yeah.
Hey, I did notice on one of the 107, of course, it's been a couple weeks now, but he was drinking out of a John McAfee cup, and it said "Dead Man."
Dead man walking.
Switch? Is it Dead Man Switch?
Oh, dead man switch. Yeah, something's coming. You're going to release the data.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe it has something to do with what
You're going to get Pfizered.
talking about. Yeah.
Cliff was talking about that Thailand stuff. That's fascinating. You know, that the princess or one of the daughters of the royalty in Thailand was injured from the prick. And now there's like there's real problems. People are getting really ticked off, and like people are maybe gonna do something about it because you've injured the wrong people. Pfizer,
Yeah, I don't know why some people count
files.
more than others, but yeah, that will never make sense.
But you know
to me.
what? This is the whole game, though. I mean, because you know everybody's created equal, just some more equal than others. You know, it's the Animal Farm thing, and that's just how it is. And so when you mess with the wrong person, just like you're talking about, you know, don't mess with a Biden. Nobody f's with a Biden. Nobody f's with a Biden.
Except another Biden, apparently, in the
Yeah,
shower.
it's in the shower, maybe. But you
Yeah.
know, or you know, if I got my legs in the pool and my hairy legs and all that garbage. I mean, all this stuff's already out there. I mean,
I
this
know.
is why it's so difficult. It's like it just needs to roll out.
Well, that was
so
my
everybody
frustration was, you know, the CDC has come out with things about, you know, the what I call them, disguises that they want you to
Yes,
put
the
on and
masks.
stuff. Yeah. And so, but then I'm at the hospital and they're still giving me shade about it. I have a kid who's got half a heart and low oxygen, and they want me to stick a mask on him.
Just put the Bill Clinton mask on.
I'm like, Jesus. So I got a little. It just,
crispy.
it's that thing, and then I feel defeated, which I need.
Nah, no, it's them.
It's just that we're right there at that tipping point. I can't believe this is what it took to wake people up. I still can't believe it. Like,
I know.
that they can't believe that China is listening to all our phone calls, even though they're like, TikTok. Oh, I leave the app open and I signed all the permissions, and it gets to access my whole phone and take pictures of me. They can look at your, they can access your camera and your audio, whether you're using the app or not. Current, you know,
It's in the
actively.
disclosure that you didn't read
in the
and just
disclosure.
accepted it.
So Strike just came out with a new disclosure. Because I enabled that on my Twitter that people could tip me on Strike. I don't think it's ever happened, but it's on there.
Little JM. I won't say his name because you
No,
know how
don't
that
say
goes.
his name, because the other night
know.
they said
I
his name
know.
on Twitter Spaces, and I said a 3-letter word after that, starting with F and ending in D, with a
The vowel.
fifth
Can I
letter
have a
in the
vowel?
alphabet in between.
May I have a vowel?
I had to count. And they, I don't know, it just really took, they started swatting, basically somebody in Mega Chunky, Litecoin Underground, he is the host of that. And he was like, hey, they're shutting my mic off too. He's like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I told him I want a hat too, and I'll pay for it.
You got to buy it. I had to pay
told
with
him I would
Litecoin.
buy it.
The guy's a Litecoin hooer. I mean, he wants Litecoin for his hats. There's
I
only
told
so
him
many
I
to go
would.
around. It's a
I need
finite
to
supply of hats.
I messaged with him and asked him, I guess I have to like actually direct message him and say, please
I
send
DM'd
me an
him and I
invoice.
said, hey, I want one of each. How much is it going to cost me? And I was like, that many? How many Litecoin?
I like them. Yeah.
They're nice hats. And I don't wear hats much.
What's a Gen Z voice? Josh,
do
he
like
likes says he likes my Gen Z voice.
You get a Gen Z voice?
What does
I
that
don't know
mean?
what that means.
We need to request that again. Somebody wants me to talk like
You need
Gen
the
Z, which I don't know what that means.
It's that Pornhub thing.
Oh, the TikTok thing. Sorry.
Oh, like,
Doing my dumb blonde.
oh my gosh! You know, have you ever noticed Klitsch? Have you ever noticed that? And then you know, and it cuts out. That's what I can't stand. All the edits. I can't do. I got to do no edits. That's just me. I can't. You know, that's why 25 minutes is just constant rambling in the freaking car.
And that's what
No
like
edits.
I've noticed. So, trying to do some
Splicing all that
interviews
shit.
otherwise, and I'll prep for it and whatever, and I'll have my questions, but it doesn't flow as well as just having a conversation with somebody.
Right.
And
Like
being
Spaces.
live.
That's why Spaces is so
Yeah,
good, because you know, you
Spaces
just
is
talk
great.
and the forum, you know, you just talk.
Yeah.
It's like happy hour. You just ramble. You don't know where you're going to end up. You might jot down a few notes and you just like, you know, we'll see where it goes.
Well, yeah, there's a lot going on. Hold on. You were going to do, it's your birthday, but you were going to do some giveaways today.
I what?
Yeah. Did you forget?
I don't know anything about this.
Oh,
This is
were
like
you
when
not
go
giving some of this away?
It's like when you go to grade school and you got to bring the treats for your birthday. What is that about?
Oh, no. Okay, wait. This is
What are we
just you
giving
talking.
away?
I'm sorry. This is just you being excited about coffee.
Lord, I'm just happy. Go to 84 million. I'm just trying to promote a guy that's trying to build a business in the crypto space. Oh
Go to
Lord, I can give some stuff
84million.com.
away. I'll give you some. You come to the meetup in Oklahoma City or Oklahoma, wherever you're going to have it in April, and I'll give something away.
Okay. I'm not telling
I'll give
you.
something. I'll give some stuff away. Absolutely. I don't know what. I'll give something away. I just leave the digibug there and you take it. Here's the key. No, I'm just kidding.
This looks like
Take a picture of the
Bye.
digibug and I'll sign it.
the
I'll give you a
Biden.
big hug.
Oh, am I sharing screen?
I'll send you a little Litecoin too. No, seriously, you go to the meetup, any meetup we go to. If you go to a meetup, you come to Oklahoma City to that meetup, whenever we have it locked down where it's going to be, you show up, download a freaking wallet, and I'll send you Litecoin. I'll show you how easy it is to transact value in the digital age. You got sound money for the digital age. I'll send you some Litecoin at maybe April. You know, it's probably be over $200 by then.
So this is
And I'll send you
actual
some Litecoin.
video of Hunter's attorneys moving their cars. He tried to move his one car because it was on fire, and so he pulled it up next to his other car. and
Documents on fire,
also
flying
burned
out.
that car.
My car caught on fire. I had all the documents in it. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
What a scam. The whole thing's a scam, man. It really is. Yeah,
Well,
don't
and
get
to
on-
me, it's
don't
such a
switch me on ramble mode.
distraction of if we went back in time, if we're in Back to the Future,
Yes.
the real evil is who Dr. Carson was talking about, and all the stuff that, well, and even more than that, we all know there's players even more than that, but now it's being played out on the backs of Dementia Joe and his family, and I'm like, okay, I feel like we get second place because we only get accountability with them, but you know.
Oh, they're just like the front men. I mean, that whole family, they're just allowed to profit off the whole system to perpetuate the system. But the whole system is based on stealing your energy. And so that's why you've got a Fed that was created in 1913 on Jekyll Island. I mean, that was their way to really like, oh yeah, now we got control. But you got to look at who is really above that. JP Morgan didn't have a lot of money. He was the front man. Everybody thought, oh, JP Morgan, he's the richest guy, bailed out the government. You got to look who he was working for. Go do some research on that and the families. That's what it comes down to. And that's why I say it's bloodlines. And that's why I say they're vampires, because it's all about those bloodlines. There's all these symbols that we have throughout our literature that tell us in our face, and we think, oh, that's just in the movies. Oh, that was just in the past. No, they've just taken a different form now, and they hide themselves in the darkness, and then they use other people. But there are families out there that control everything.
Goes
They
into
don't want you to know who they are.
my Whitney Webb books. I need to. I don't know where they are. They might be in my room.
Yeah, I mean, go get those books from her and get it off her site. Go watch some of her interviews
and
buy
go
those
watch
two
her
books.
interview with Russell Brand. Brandt, how do you say his
Brand
name?
new.
Yeah, she just did, and I was like thank God he has this huge platform.
Yeah.
And he is really saying, I mean, you bring her on and there's no.
Oh, it's just the way it is. It's just
find it on his page.
she just tells it like it is. She did the research. I mean, we talked about this before, but I mean, she's just citing facts, things that have happened. And then I looked at, there was a video of Vice on YouTube, Vice TV. There's a Vice TV, but Vice on YouTube, they've got these insiders that wear masks and they tell about different industries that they were involved in. I watched one the other day about the hotel industry. A guy who used to manage different hotels and telling the stories about what went on at these hotels. And he said the ultra rich, those people that like buy the hotel out for the weekend, they're the filthiest people. They don't tip and they do the filthiest things, the awful things. And they dehumanize people, and they're just in this different world. They're vampires. That's really what they are. Mm-hmm. They just want to use our energy, and they don't care. And because they feel like they're, above humanity, and they can do whatever they want.
How weird is it that I can't find that Whitney Webb interview now? And it just happened.
They're all over. All right, we're gonna give a cameo. Come here, Tilly. Look it up. We're gonna put Tilly on. You can see her. Come here. Get up. Come here. Probably got to go out. Come here. Come here. Oh, get over here. Come on. We'll get up.
She's embarrassed.
I know,
she's
right?
missing her hair. She's being like a little.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Oh, come here. Daddy, pick you up. Come on. Nope, she didn't want to. Not gonna do it.
She's embarrassed. Hey, I'm telling you, if you're having a bad hair day, like nobody wants to get on camera for that.
I know. Come here. Come here. Come here.
He's really working on it.
I know. She's like, nope, you don't got nothing for me. I'm not coming.
Food. Must have food, Westwood.
Well, Westwood's always prepared.
Oh.
Get a treat bag here. We'll see if we can get her up. Come here, Tilly. Come here. Come here. Right here. Oh, she's not falling for the bait.
Where did I get this hat? I got this hat from Short the Banks. Is it .com? Shortthebanks.com? I don't know. It's one of our other magical internet
It might
friends.
be. It might be.
I bought it to support his business, and I wear it. I also have a Short the Banks sweatshirt.
Yep. That's what you got to do. You got to Short the Banks. Come here.
Guess what? I have news for you.
Yes.
Guess who won? Hold on.
Oh.
Let me go find it. Hold on. First of all, does everybody see this? And did everybody forget about this? A couple days before the Magic Balloon Show happened, this happened.
The heck?
Did you not see that?
It's like the eye in the sky. The eye in... I'm not going to say.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay.
It was like a big weird kiss.
Yeah. So where is my friend?
She's back on the couch. Should turn the camera. Here.
Here's my friend, Alex Sanchez Axline.
Can you see her on the couch?
No, wait, I'm not over there.
She's got no hair.
How embarrassing.
I know.
At least you put a sweater on her.
I know. Well, the thing is, she was always so hot. So she feels better now. I mean, she's always hot because she's a husky poodle mix. So all that hair. She'd be outside in the snow, didn't care. Now she's like, I do my business and I'll stay out. But she sits on the couch more, on blankets more, and she doesn't jump off the bed and get on the floor. So I think she's more comfortable now. She's always hot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So Alex Sanchez Axline, I don't know how you say that. I'm sure she says it way more beautifully than me. Because
I know.
She has a beautiful accent. But that is our buddy Coin Vigilante's mom. And there she is wearing, I have this same watch, the Bitcoin watch in the rose gold. But she had a contest because they are a tennis family, and apparently they're a pickleball family now too. And they had this contest right here. This weekend's giveaway. So I guess they're doing like weekend giveaways. Will be one Austriani Genesis Power pickleball paddle to one lucky winner.
One lucky winner.
Guess who that was?
Well, I'm going to guess it was the lovely Litecoin Lisa.
Oh, yes, you're right. So look, please DM
Well,
me. How weird
let's
that
all
I
get
haven't.
pickled. Have a drink in honor of the pickleball paddle.
That's so awesome.
It is. It's awesome. I won the week before. I won the hat, the cool tennis hat, and my daughter snagged it from me. You know, I have that way with women.
Then that
You know, I
means
get a
you're
new
cool,
hat,
though.
and then women tend to want the hat that I have. You know, I never get to wear them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If your daughter's stealing your stuff, then that means you're still
figured
a little
it's
bit of
probably
cool
cool
factor,
stuff.
even though you're really old and turning 50 on Tuesday.
Hey, I'm game. I'm 50. 50 years old. That Saturday Night Live skit. You know, 50. I'm 50 years old. Yeah, that'll be me. No, I don't even care. It really doesn't matter as long as I get the. I've got a special cake ordered. There's a lady locally that we used to live next to, and she makes wonderful food, and she's making a carrot cake.
Oh, I love carrot cake.
Oh,
but I only love carrot cake for the frosting.
The frosting is absolutely amazing, and she layers it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. My daughter says, yeah, get that carrot cake, so we're gonna have carrot cake for both of us. Yes, Tilly, you're not getting any.
Yeah,
No.
so make sure you're following Alex and Coin Vigilante for their giveaways, the things that they're doing and promoting. They're also promoting.
Get yourself a watch from Coin Vigilante.
Yes.
Get a Litecoin watch. You can pay with Litecoin. You can get a Bitcoin watch too, but
I have a Litecoin watch, but I also bought it. All right, no, they gave me a Bitcoin watch as a gift when they had the women's.
No one would dare do anything like that to Clint Westwood. Got to give me a Litecoin watch.
Give you a Litecoin watch.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
definitely.
Very nice.
No, that's awesome. They're really great.
Family.
Go get you a watch if you want to. Litecoin pumps like it's going to between now and June. Go get a watch.
Okay,
so go buy something with it.
Jim shared something in the Telegram group.
Look at this. She has no hair. Look.
The camera
doesn't look like the same dog.
Too, honey, it's okay.
Doesn't look like the same dog. Look at that.
That does not look like the same dog.
No.
You can see her eyes.
And her eyes are beautiful. Yeah, she can. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna pull it out of my ear, aren't you?
Oh, bless her little heart. Yes. Now
there it is. Yeah, I mean the hair is what identified her, and now it's gone. We'll let it grow out. It's just that it gets matted. She's got so much of it, so we had to shave it down, let it grow back, get it to the right place, and we can do a little style and everything.
You have to keep the maintenance. Maintenance is important for women.
She's high maintenance at this point because she's going to go to the groomer every so often.
Oh, there you go.
Wasn't part of the deal, but it is what it is.
If you buy a dog that doesn't shed, they have to go to the groomer. That's how that works because they have hair, not.
Well, we were going to do it. I had assurances that it would get done, and how that is.
All up to that.
Kids make promises, and promises not kept.
I understand. This was cool. This is in the 70s. Archaeologists in Bulgaria unearthed a vast Copper Age necropolis. I don't know what that is.
It's like a death tomb, necropolis.
There you
go.
That's what it is. From the 5th millennium BCE. Inside burial 43, they found the remains of a high-status male with more gold than it was found in the entire rest of the world at that period. How's that?
Wasn't silver, was it? It was all gold. There's more, like Vic says, there's more gold out there than silver. Better get your silver. It's on sale right now. It's under what? I mean, it dropped. It's like this weekend you can probably get it for, I don't know, you can get a Road to Ruta bar for $2.99 over spot, and it's a 10-ounce bar. I saw that.
Those are cool. Yeah. So
I know. I need to get one. Andy Schechtman. I mean, you got a link, don't you? That's who's selling them.
So you email Andy at milesfranklin.com, and there's a information in the description here, and then just tell them Lisa sent you and buy that Ruta bar. Those are so cool.
You can't go wrong buying silver at this point.
Yeah.
Johnny was talking about that yesterday, wasn't he? I mean, he's been talking about it to where, hey, Litecoin is going to go up. I mean, if you don't have any silver,
I used to have Litecoin. A dog. HIN is asking if I have a dog. I used to have a dog. She passed away not this past Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before, and we are this spring going to get a new dog, but I'm waiting for it to warm up because I don't want to be potty training in the winter.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No,
It's not. That's why, it worked out well for us when we bought her, at the end of summer, or we got both dogs kind of toward summer,
spring, summer.
Yeah, late
Mhm.
late spring. No, it's a good time to do it. And then in the wintertime, oh man, going out there trying to train them,
Oh, it's
not a good thing.
Yeah.
Be
Hey,
iced
did
up.
you know that Mexico gave us in the Treaty of Guadalupe
A lot of stuff?
a lot of stuff? All of California, Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, parts of Arizona.
That's why they're coming to take it back.
I'm okay with that if California.
I know. It's like, go ahead, take it.
I was like, here's a
Bring your silver. We'll start
door
trading in
prize.
silver.
California is all yours, and Colorado, or not Colorado, but New Mexico. My gosh, that's got some wild stuff.
Definitely. University of New Mexico. I looked at that, and my daughter's like, "I'm not going there. I'll get trafficked." I'm like, "Okay,
Smart move. Yeah, intelligent girl.
but it's cheap."
Yeah, I'll end up at Epstein's Ranch, New Mexico. Yeah, so Sarah Huckabee is to deliver the GOP's response to Biden's State of the Union. When is State of the Union? I thought
It's supposed to be in January, isn't it? But it wasn't. So what is going on?
Did it already happen? I missed it.
No, it's supposed. I don't know when it is. It's in February sometime. February.
February.
No, she can't come down. She's scared to get down the
State
steps.
of the Union. News about Biden's State of the Union an hour ago. Oh, they're ramping up.
The State of the Union is strong. That's what they always say. The State of the Union is strong. Give me a break. Yeah, and we had what? 0.25% raise. I mean, when's the Fed going to be done raising? Pretty soon, I think it looks like.
Well, okay. So that was this week. And everybody's like, oh, they're going to pause and pivot. And they kept pushing Powell to say you're going to pause. You said you're going to pause. But all the news was that you're going to pause. Shouldn't you pause? But if you listen to their words and listen to what he said we've already got planned in to go all the way to 5.5 or 5.25. I don't remember.
Where are they at now? Like
4 something.
4.75 or something?
Yeah.
So that's another,
You have a
3/4?
minimum of 3 basis points or however they do it. Yeah, still going up. And because like,
how's that
each
working out
basis
for
point
everybody?
is a
All you
quarter
home
or
buyers.
whatever. Yeah.
But see, that tells you right there. See, that is just complete manipulation of the money. And that's what they do, though. I mean, that's how you had a Great Depression, because you had the Roaring 20s where they just flooded money. Hey, everybody spend, spend, spend. We've been through this in our lifetimes. You go out and spend, and then let's pull it back, and then everything crashes, and they come and take all your assets, and then they own it all, and it's just confiscation of wealth. That's all it is. And they call it the market cycle. Well, no, you're creating the market. You're rigging the market. That's what they do. When you can control the money, you control the world. Isn't that what a Rothschild said? Who cares who runs the government? As long as we control the money, baby, it's all good. We got you. We can own presidents and Congress and Senate, and all that.
Check this out. This is very interesting. So think about, when did the Prime Minister of New Zealand say she had to step down by, or she was leaving by? February 7th.
I remember it.
The State of the Union is traditionally held on March 1st.
What is it?
Yes.
That's when the old elections were. Or
that's when old elections were yeah. And
the union's in March? Isn't it in January, or is this some kind of Mandela effect thing? Because I always thought it was in January, the State of the Union.
I don't know. This is saying March 1st at night. That last year Biden did the State of the Union in 2022 on March 1st. Now, it's very interesting to me that the Thailand, New Zealand, Vietnam, I don't know who else, but at least those prime ministers have said they will step down by or no later than February 7th, which means they could have already, but no later than February 7th.
No later than.
And Biden is now making a February 7th State of the Union. That would be a happy Friday.
That's
your
Tuesday.
birthday.
It's Tuesday. Yeah. He's doing the State of the Union on my birthday. Come on.
We should have I don't know what you're doing for your birthday.
Nothing.
We should have a watch party.
Well, if you want to.
And
I'm not doing anything.
Make pithy comments.
Mm-hmm. It'll be Mystery Science Theater 3000 with Litecoin Lisa and Clint Westwood and others. We'll just comment and throw jabs, and we'll give our own jabs. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? What do you stop right this Fiva Flav? We love you, but
what's happening?
He says, "What if shooting it down is an act of war? How about them coming over?
It's an act of
wasn't
it an act of war
and surveilling us? That's the act of war.
Yeah,
not us shooting down the.
Well, I mean, it could be. It probably would be. Maybe he's looking at it that way. He's saying, "Hey, maybe that's to usher in the war. We shoot it down, and then it's like, oh, we're going to invade Taiwan now."
I feel like when I was a little kid and I was like, he started it.
Right.
You know?
No, it very well could be the act of war. See, that's what they want to do. World War II, I mean, the American public did not want to get involved in it. They wanted nothing to do with it. Hitler's over there doing his thing. What do we have to do? We've got to get the Japanese to come over here, incite them, cut off their fuel supplies, starve them out, basically, like they're doing to us right now. Cut off all the supply chains until you force their hand to do something drastic. And so they fly over here, which they knew was coming. And it's just like, oh, we never saw, planes flying into buildings. We never anticipated that. Yeah, whatever. It's just like, Pearl Harbor thing. They knew it was coming. Roosevelt knew it was coming. They wanted it to happen because then, now we got to go to war. Gosh darn it. Huh. And so, this could be one of those things that, hey, there's an opportunity. Let's take it. And then it blows up into, give me a break. It's all a fraud. It's all set up. That's all it is. You've got 500. They're talking about 500,000 Russian troops are mobilizing. We've got all these troops. We're sending troops to the Philippines now to, just to make sure, nothing happens, because, the tensions between China and the U.S. are growing. I mean, this is all staged. It's all staged. So what are you going to do about it? That's what it comes down to. What are you going to do about it? You're going to sit back and say, oh, well, that's just the way it is. You can't fight City Hall. You can't fight the government. Or are you going to opt out? Or are you going to say, wait a minute, this is a vampire casino that's been running since 1913. They've controlled the money. They manipulate the money. They put us into starvation. They take all our assets. Or are you going to do something about it? How are you going to do something about it? Well, I don't know. Well, maybe you should take all the energy that you've got in the old system and pull it out and put it in something else that they can't control. Okay, what is it that they can't control? Well, what is money? It's a store of your energy. Okay. Is the Federal Reserve note that they create out of nothing a store of your energy? No. How can it be if the government folds? Because that's what sound money is. It's money that sticks around even when the government folds. It's money that persists. Well, gold's always persisted. Silver's always persisted. And now you have sound money for the digital age. You got things like Bitcoin. You got things like Litecoin. You got things like Digibyte. Take your energy and put it into whatever resonates with you, something outside of their control, outside of a central bank, outside of a government. And then when they play their games and do all their BS, you've got your wealth stored up in something else that you can use anytime you want. Nobody can say anything about it. How are they going to control a population that's awake like that? How are they going to do it? They're not going to do it. So you got to pull out. You got to unplug. You got to opt out, right? Opt out. That's all I'm saying. I got plenty of cigars and whiskey, so I'm
I
ready
have
to go.
some copies of the Constitution from the history of the Constitution
There you
from Epic Times that I can mail people.
Stand
First,
by.
it's a special edition as a part of the Epic Times Defending America initiative. So I had some of these put away. So I have two. I'm trying to think. I've got to try to go to this website. Yes, you're just Fava Flav. I didn't mean, I wasn't yelling at you. I love you. But I just get frustrated with the whole thing with the, I just feel violated. I feel like every American right now is violated. I feel like it's a big, Saudi Arabia just gave our military the finger, basically, and said, thanks for protecting us all these years, but we're not using petrodollar anymore. We're going to go make deals with China and Russia. And now this, and our own, person that's supposed to be protecting us, that it's his one job is to prioritize and keep the American public safe, is letting, I can't. So one time we were out back by the pool hanging out, and there was this weird little bird on the thing, and like it wouldn't go away. Charlie threw some stuff at it, still wouldn't go away. And then we're like, okay, it's just a bird. That's ridiculous. Then I don't know if he knocked the bird down or if it went away. Anyway, a little while later, a drone comes up over the back fence with the same, like within a few minutes, whatever. I was just like, that's it. I'm out. I'm going inside. And that's how I feel right now with this balloon moving over our country, and no one the people that are supposed to and capable of protecting us, nothing's happening. Meanwhile,
how many billions are we spending on
Ukraine's
defense?
borders, Ukraine's protection.
Well, 100 billion to Ukraine plus,
Which we know after the FTX thing is going right back in the politicians' pockets.
Yeah.
Like, this to me is insane.
It is insane, but it kind of goes with the whole thing that we've believed, is that it's to wake people up. Now, the thing is, the White Hats are playing a really dangerous game here. It's getting really close. Now, unless all the meetings that Trump, I'm just speculating, all the meetings when Trump came into office, went to China, met with, what's his name? Xi Jinping, and went to the palace, not the holy city, what do you call it? Somebody help me.
If you know the answer to Westwood's question, give it a hashtag.
What's the name of the place? The palace, the Forbidden City. Sorry, I spit it out. There it is. He went to the Forbidden City.
Word.
And everybody's, well, that's what it was. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's been, nobody's ever going to the Forbidden City. What president's ever been there? And they took him there. And it's like, wow, that's cool. And he met with all these people and had all the relations with North Korea. Didn't have any battles. Shut down everything in the Middle East. Didn't have any battles. No war. No troops going into places. And, all these seemingly deals were made at that point, or at least solidified, it seemed like. And so maybe everything that's playing out right now is just by design, just to expose everything and bring us to the brink of war. And if we go to a full-blown war, then all that goes out the window. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and hopefully everything is planned out and engineered just to wake people up. I'm hoping that's what it is, and it's just big theater. It's just a big game at this point. So we'll see, I guess. I don't know. It's just one thing to look at.
So how about for the giveaway?
Yes.
And you'll have to DM me on Twitter to give me your mailing address and whatever. But
what are we giving away?
I'm giving away these constitutional.
Oh, okay. I know. I had to get the dog out.
Defending the Constitution from Epic Times. They're unopened. They're part of their Defending America initiative.
It's like a homophone, isn't it? Epic Times. Mm-hmm. Sounds the same, spelled different. What a homophone is.
So I'm going to try this giveaway tool. So put, what do we want to do? America, hashtag America, capital A.
Do America with a K.
No, America. Don't do America with a K because it won't pick up your hashtag.
Hashtag Red Dawn.
Spell it correctly and do, wait. Don't do it yet.
Just stop. Collaborate and listen.
I have
Isn't
to
that what
do
it
this.
is? Ice is down within everything.
I think I have to enter it first. Okay, then any user content includes this text will be entered in the draw. Leave it blank if you want all users to be content to enter.
So it's everybody in the chat?
I could just leave it blank and that will be everybody in the chat. But then what if they don't want to DM me on? I'll let people opt in.
Then we do it again next week. I don't know.
You can opt in. So start collecting comments.
Is that the pocket constitution that talks about jury nullification and all that stuff?
No. This is, you obviously can't see what I'm holding up.
No, I can't because I'm blind.
Like
I'm 50. I'm 50. I'm losing teeth. My eyesight's going bad. Just going to be sitting around with a dog, smoking cigars, drinking bourbon.
Okay.
You know, I'll be in heaven.
Yeah.
Heaven on earth.
No, it's like a newspaper thing from Epic Times, and it's unopened. Not America. America. Daddy. So.
America. I think my daughter's out there with the other dog. I hear something.
Nana. Jayworth. 22. Thanks and welcome. See, you have a little contest and you get people to participate.
No, roll it up. We're going Satoshi Sean style. I can't even say it. Satoshi Sean. Imagine when I get this tooth pulled, and I got to have it pulled by a certain date. Otherwise, the whole magic trick doesn't take effect. You know, the threes, you know, 1, 2, 3. So I got to make sure I get that out soon. But I'll be speaking differently. But at least I'll have a cigar shelf at that point with that tooth being missing. I'll just set it in there.
So Uncle Cliff was missing a tooth a few weeks ago. Then Bix. Same one, same side, I think. Now you.
It's a charm. You know, you got to have it in threes, you know, to make the charm take effect. You know, the spell.
Okay. I like this little tool. This is pretty easy to use. We have 8.
It's funny you use tool in America.
Lord.
Yeah, should have been Biden. Tool.
If you don't know what we're not voting on anything, you're entering.
Everybody's like
something. Daddy-o.
Just throw it in there.
He's like, what's been happening the last
pulled 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I'm gonna be
minutes?
pulling some teeth. Pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth, baby. Trying to get people to wake up. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. We got 33 people in the chat, Lisa. 33.
Time to draw.
Okay.
And I'm drawing in 3, 2. Wait, did anybody else say it? Let me double check. Oh, it would tell me the number would go up. 1. Ooh, there's everybody. Who's going to win?
Right. No root canals.
Oh.
I'm in the
Filthy. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Little trick. Okay. So we'll start having giveaways then. I can use that little tool.
Nice.
And I can do giveaways on Fridays and
that'll be great.
Yeah. Right now
Friday.
Bix is giving away one Very with every subscription to Road to Ruta.
A whole Very? I subscribed a long time ago and I got a quarter of a Very. I thought I was doing well. And then now we get one to re-up.
I think that's what he said.
I probably
need to double check.
Double check
But he's giving away Very. I don't know how much.
You don't get the coin anymore? I got to get one of the new coins.
No, but remember what he said about he would give away coins until they were $30 or something.
Oh, they're not $30. Come on, man.
But they are if you want them physically in your possession. If you go try to buy a silver coin. Okay. Joshy Lake says one whole Very.
A whole Very. That's very awesome.
Man, that's a pretty good deal. So
yeah, so go to roadtoruta.com, sign up for the private road, and then you get one Veritasium.
And all that great information that Bix puts out.
Well, that's just it. I mean, years of research.
Yes. And they have a whole team over there that's working to get information to you and keep you in the loop. So
Win Roadshow.
Yeah, he used to give away Theta.
Win Roadshow. Yeah, he did. He gave away Theta. And at one point, I think he might have given away Ethereum. He did give away Bitcoin way back, which has paid for itself many times over. Probably give you a lifetime subscription, you know, the Bitcoin that he gave away back in the day.
Oh, can you imagine? Your main squeeze, Denise Baker, said she renewed with Bix and got her Very. So
perfect. Wonderful. Wunderbar.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, I mean, silver in your pocket, you cannot go wrong at this point. That's just my feeling on everything. And of course, I've got silver in my pocket, as always, you know, keeps those werewolves away. And, you know,
I needed some today at the hospital.
Yes. Did you have some?
I did. Well, no, I always have some in my purse.
Well, that's what
so
you just
didn't
have it in your
out.
hand the whole time and have it in your hands. I mean, seriously, the antibacterial viral stuff, you know, the properties of it. And that way, when you're in those places, do you see there was a list? I mean, if you go look it up, you know, the leading causes of death
search it up
in America, search it up. I think number 2 is medical issues, accidents, like
Malfeasance.
going to the hospital, basically.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I saw this horrible article that this
Stay
girl
healthy. Stay out of the hospital.
had they accidentally removed both her legs in surgery because of a misunderstanding in some other country, but still, my God.
Imagine this. I mean, this
No.
is it's like a freaking meat market. Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. It is. But, you know, finest medicine in the world. What do we got here? Got to go family of the conversation.
Well, other people do come into this country for.
A lot of people go to Cuba to get stuff done.
I thought you weren't allowed to go there.
Well, you know.
Interesting.
There are ways. You got to pull a tooth first, and then they'll let you in.
Okay. You have to have a.
It's like the membership pass.
It's the key to get in the door.
It's like that secret handshake. You know, you smile and you got the tooth missing. You know. And
Yeah.
it's the wrong tooth. You come back.
No, so one time I asked Uncle Cliff, because my mind is always going, I'm always asking questions. So it's like, okay, so some days when you wear the red Phoenix beanie, does that send a signal one way? And then when you wear the white Phoenix beanie, does that mean something else? And he was like,
You mean Cliff? That's not a
Uncle
phoenix,
Cliff.
though, is it? It's like a bird from the
it's
tribe.
a Viking ship or something.
Yeah.
It's a Viking ship or the hull of a Viking ship or something like that. But to me, it looks very similar to a
It does look like a phoenix. It's like that phoenix that was on the hats that were given out at the first Litecoin Summit in 2018 that Johnny wears occasionally. It's got a little Litecoin medallion that it's holding. Yeah. I'm using you get it? Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not like that, but it's a little, you guys watch them. And he was like, no, it's just whatever beanie's clean in my office area or whatever. And I'm like, man.
He's like, don't read into all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quit reading into this stuff, Lisa.
I know.
Wink, wink.
Stop listening. Stop thinking for yourself. No, Cliff would never tell you not to think for yourself. So everybody should be thinking for themselves.
He's been blowing up Twitter since he's been back on. It's just like machine gunning it.
I love it.
I mean, holy cow. He's just like boom, 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 boom.
He's tweeting
boom,
more than me.
I know. And I'm just I do a Sanford and Son thing. Oh, take me home, man. Lord. Yeah. So if you're not on Twitter, I know a lot of people who watch YouTube videos aren't necessarily on Twitter. Yeah. You need to kind of get on Twitter because there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of breaking news out there. It's been opened up to where you've got a lot of stories that the press isn't really covering, especially with the Pfizer stuff really coming out. And it's devastating to people. And I think, as I think Cliff said, we're at that emotional point where people are going to start getting ticked off and realize, hey, what happened? You told me this, and now what? I mean, it's...
Yeah. I was trying to share this information with everybody on Laura Logan's call last night. That's something else right here on Cliff High. If you guys follow Cliff_High on Twitter, he has a great pin tweet, and he has great information.
Man's ear. Yep.
Yeah, and the Laura Logan thing basically said that the DOD was in charge of the whole thing and knew it. So talking about weaponizing, at first we were talking about like, the fibbers are running, they're running Twitter and CIA is running Facebook, something like that. And then we saw a bunch of proof of that. Now they're saying even more the DOD might be weaponized against us. Weaponizing our own, things. Might be. I don't know. Allegedly.
Just go watch science fiction, and they're going to predict everything. Literature, they predicted everything, how things are going to go socially. You start reading some Orwell. You start reading... really, if you want to go sci-fi, start reading some H.G. Wells. And, then you look at who these people were and who they were connected with or part of, and it'll all start to come together that this is like a long range plan. I mean, because see, they're entrenched. They're sitting in the vampire castles and they're just orchestrating all this stuff. But again, that universal kind of karma thing, they got to tell you what they're doing first. They've been telling us this for hundreds of years. And then you start looking at ancient paintings and ancient stuff on walls and Egyptian carvings, and you start thinking, what is that? What? You got these big people, these Egyptian looking people with the big hats and stuff holding little people. And I mean, you start thinking,
there was an awesome picture of.
How long has this been going on?
Ilhan. Well, I know we can close it
No,
out.
I'm not talking about the stream. I'm talking about, what's been happening to humanity.
I'm sorry. I'm like,
I mean, how long has that been going on? It's been going on forever, since the beginning of time, because human beings have never changed, and the people running things always want to stay in power, and they want to keep us deceived, and they don't want to tell us the truth, because once we understand it, then we turn the tables over.
Mm-hmm.
And shekels fly everywhere. And they were, silver. Jesus was sold out for silver, not gold. So that might be an indicator of something too. So I like silver. Just saying.
Where's the one that there was one of after Ilhan got kicked out of the.
She got booted. Let me get the dog in here. I'll be right back.
Yeah. She got booted, and so they had somebody did a really funny picture of her. Speaking of balloons, and I posted a couple times telling people this was my concern today. But anyway, I'll try to find that picture. Oh, yeah, there's another thing that you should follow this guy too. COVID. It's Spiro _Ghost. But he has some great information.
I'm back.
I love this. Tosio Beck.
What we're seeing right now with the classified documents coming out, with Hunter Biden very stupidly admitting that the laptop was his.
Oh, that was amazing.
Threatening to file lawsuits against those of us that were spreading it in 20, which please do, by the way, please sue me, Hunter Biden. I'd be more than happy to get discovery in a lawsuit with Hunter Biden. So please, Hunter Biden, have your lawyers contact my lawyers. Sue me right now. What we're seeing right now.
I love that.
Well, that's true though. I mean, that's why, people that make these outlandish allegations, and you think, well, why don't you sue that guy? He's like slandering you. Well, maybe not, because they go into discovery, they start pulling stuff out that the other side doesn't want to reveal. So that's why they say, yeah, let's do it. Sue me. Bring it on. Let's get it out in the public. Let's get it out in the court of law. Let's expose this stuff. I mean.
Hey, speaking of which, what about the CBDCs that are rolling out? So I've been doing a lot of work looking into the M-Bridge and the M-CBDCs. We all know Davos just happened, the WEFers, and they are rolling out. They announced and launched on the 19th of January. They launched their Universal Digital Payments Network, UDPN. And it was actually created by 3 major organizations or groups: Red Date Tech, which is actually out of China. Toco, which is owned by DLA Peer law firm, and they created a platform that was used at the BSN when this originally was talked about 2 years ago. Rolling this out for Davos, they used the term BSN. It was to integrate with Chinese platform for trade, all of that. Now, the white paper came out. They're leaving that part out. But the same companies are involved, along with, what is this? Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. Are you familiar with that, or token taxonomy framework?
What is it? So that they get a cut of all transactions? Is that where we're going with it?
Well, so they are, DLA Piper is the sole legal member of Interwork Alliance. which took over the token taxonomy framework, and that's spelled with capital letters, like it's like an entity or a thing or person.
Okay. Yeah.
And which the and they took it over from the management from that Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. So I don't know, seems sketchy. And the concern for me on the UDPN is that they're not only, so all these, there's one in Russia launching Q1 for an CBDC pilot. Was one in Project Jura, which kind of was a flop, in Bank of France, Swiss National Bank, Six Digital Exchange, UBS, Credit Suisse, and Swiss National Bank backed out of that one. So I don't know that that's still active. Project Dunbar is another one that's ongoing, and JP Morgan's one of the co-founders of it. It's got the Bank of International Settlements, and then the central banks of Singapore, Malaysia, South Africa, and Australia involved with it. And its first white paper and their first paper of their trial or pilot was published in March of 2022. And then we've got mBridge, which is the next big one, which is Hong Kong, China, Thailand, UAE. And that one has a lot of other banks involved with it. 20 participating commercial banks and 6 that are observing, they say. And that one, let's see.
Probably from a balloon. They're observing, right?
Possibly. But the one that really concerns me is the WEFR one, because like I said, so all those other ones are just CBDCs, and they're more like talking about banks trading between banks on a wholesale market. Mm-hmm. The one with the WEFRs is
like XRP, isn't it? Isn't that what they were supposed to do?
And
banks, interbank trading?
Maybe. And stable coins. And so because in cryptocurrency world, you have to hold a cryptocurrency to pay the gas when you move or trade. So their idea, or part of their idea, one of their benefits is, they're wanting like more quickly settlement, and they're wanting to, get rid of some of the technicalities. But their idea is that the, what do they call it? Do they call it the buyer?
Market maker?
Requires intermediate. I will go into that in a minute. Let's see. Business pays the gas from holding the crypto and then passes the fee on to the consumer in denominated stable coins. So people could be using this with stable coins, not realizing that that cryptocurrency is involved in it, which it wouldn't be cryptocurrency, it'd be CBDCs. And all of these are built on this not decentralized, digital ledger technology, but and you might be able to help me understand this. So they're using like software programs, like, that one used the hot whatever that they did with the Libra coin for consensus, Hot Stuff Plus, and they're using Solidity and the ETH virtual machine, whatever, but it's on a DLT. So they're using software that's a lot of times used with cryptocurrencies, but in a DLT platform where it is distributed ledger technology. So it is centralized. Am I explaining that correctly?
Well, so are they creating their own system outside of the normal crypto system that we're used to, but interfacing into that crypto system?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my understanding.
Yeah. I mean,
so that they can centralize their platform.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to do that. And then they're probably going to want to integrate into the, the stuff that works, that's in the public open source domain. I mean, my whole thinking is I don't want to get too complicated on this because I don't understand enough. I look at the big picture. I look at the forest instead of the individual trees. And the whole thing is they know that everything has to be digital. I mean, you're not going to be able to take a car and go down the road and, have a self-driving car and go through the checkpoints without having some sort of verifiable system in place, and crypto can verify, transactions. It's like, hey, you go through this checkpoint with the card, ching, ching, it takes out a little bit of crypto, whatever it is, whatever form of crypto that it is. I think they just want to be able to access all of it. I mean, honestly, I think they're, just my gut feeling is on this whole thing. They want to be the they want a piece of every transaction, basically, anything that happens. And yeah, they're going to have their little CBDCs here or there, wherever. They may have a worldwide CBDC. They're just going to take the old system, because that's what they do. They take the system and then just, kind of port it into the, a new form. And that's basically all they're going to do. So like gold and silver, for instance. Okay, we know gold and silver has value if you hold it in your hands. However, what do? They take it and they bastardize it, and they make derivatives markets, and they make, COMEX, and they create all these things around it to where, hey, you know what? You think you got control out of your life? You think you got sound money? Well, you know what? We're gonna manipulate the whole thing. And I think they're probably just gonna take that same idea and extrapolate it into a new system, digital system, and control it. So, you think you own Litecoin, you think you own Bitcoin. Well, you just put it in here, and you've got it on a ledger somewhere. But basically they want to steal everything you got. They want the physical assets. So in the case of digital assets, they want the quote physical Bitcoin. They want the physical Litecoin. That's why you got an FTX. Hey, let's see how much we can suck out of people here. Let's see how much we can suck out of them there. And they want to get their hand. Hey, let's have Charlie Munger come out and say, Bitcoin's worthless. It has no value. And you see these people constantly rolled out. Oh, it has no value. But we believe in blockchain. Blockchain is a great technology. Well, isn't that what the asset is? It's running on a blockchain. It's the technology that makes it, and everything behind it, and the transfer of value and all those things. And so they want those. They want that power within that system, and they're going to try and milk you out of it, I guess, is at the end of the day. That's what it is. And so they're going to interface with all of it. Hey, you get your CBDC, your pension fund, your Social Security, you'll get all these CBDCs. And if you got Litecoin, guess what? You can pay your property tax with Litecoin now. Hey, guess what? You can pay for gas with Litecoin now. See, they want to accumulate all those things and really just suck the energy out of you because you're ahead of the game. And you've gotten it before they've locked it all down. But ultimately, they're going to put in this control grid to where they can just siphon that money in and make it, it's easy. You can use your crypto to do all these things. And then meanwhile, they're going to take a cut of all those transactions.
Well, and couldn't they use a scare event to
Sure they will. That's what they always do. That's
that or cause that? Because I was thinking about, as this balloon was going over, there was news about NOAA going out. There's news about power's out at every terminal at the Los Angeles International Airport. I don't know where the NOAA thing is, but I know.
Hey, your bank's closed. What do we do about it? Well, the banks are centralized. See, that's what they do, though. They're like, that's how they created the Federal Reserve. Oh, well, we if we could control it, we wouldn't have all these disparate banks, these decentralized banks out there, robbing you of your money. Just like FTX, they say, well, crypto, it's dangerous right now. Look what happened with FTX. And the normies don't get it. And so they say, well, crypto's bad. So here's what we need to do. We need to make sure it's secure and safe for everybody. So here's the new overlay that we're going to do. And it's going to work great. I mean, you're going to get everything very efficiently. It's going to save all this money. It's going to be efficient. And they're going to try and extrapolate all your wealth, any kind of crypto wealth that you have. But ultimately, that's all it is. It's just another money grab, a technological money grab at this point. And they'll lock you into a system to where you can't make payments, you can't do anything until you sign your soul away, basically. And then they'll give you
check, I accept the terms.
There you go.
You accept
it's
the
like
terms.
Everything else.
I got that strike email for the strike transaction thing on Twitter, and it said they were launching it, and if you continue to use their product, that you were automatically accepting the new terms of the agreement.
You've opted in.
You
by
opted
default.
in.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
So that's
why you got to opt out now, and you got to find ways now. Hey, the price of eggs are $14 a dozen. What do? People go out and get their own chickens. Hey, fuel is this much money. What do you do? Go buy a barrel of fuel and store it up, and kind of, or get a 250 gallon tank, if you can do it, and if you can't do it, you say, hey, I'm going to move to the country to where I can do these things. I'm going to get out of that control grid. And so people start making those decisions because they see it coming. And the problem is most people are just allowed to tread water because of inflation and how they manipulate things. So you can tread water and it's like, okay, I'll do that someday. Someday I'll do it. When I retire, I'll do that because I'll have money, and then I can take it out when I'm 62 or whatever age. And the thing is, they string you along to where you can't do it. It's just those people that see it coming and say, I don't care. I'll take a haircut. Give me my money. And I'm going to go do something with it because I know that I got to get independent and free from this system as soon as I can. So I don't know what the future looks like. Maybe I've always thought this to where we have a high-tech smart city control grid, and then we have like a steampunk countryside, where there's technology, that they're like
Or
opting out of the system.
the what do they call? Is it not San Diego? Where's San Francisco is like an open air insane asylum or something is what they were saying.
Yeah.
Like if the big cities become that and people leave to go be out in the country and have small community and get to know their neighbors. Because here's the other really concerning thing. I stumbled on a term called sovereign immunity because I was really angry watching the new GOPs come in and get sworn in, and I'm like, what are they swearing on? Where's the Bible? And they were like, they don't swear the Bible. They swear they take an oath to the Constitution. I was like, okay, I didn't see the Constitution in there either, but cool. They also didn't say that. And then I started looking up all this stuff. And so the state, which would be our representatives, once they take on that role, then they become part of the state, at least at the federal level, has what's called sovereign immunity. And what that means is the courts, they cannot be tried in their own courts. So that's where I think
they're part of another system now. So like where you're a resident of Oklahoma, a resident of Illinois, and that's what you're under that jurisdiction. But now they're in another jurisdiction because they've been elected.
Well, it does give me some pause for this Brunson Adams case, and maybe that's the education. I really think this whole thing has been like an IQ test and an education for people. And like, if you want to know, it's there, the information's there, but
it's just so much information. That's the
Queen of
problem.
Hopium is telling you guys not to get your hopes up on this February 17th thing for Brunson Adams, because I think it may just expose sovereign immunity and that they cannot be held accountable because
they might say, yeah, they did wrong according to your belief system, but you know what? They're in a different belief system. And we can't hold them accountable.
Then we need another court system. So that's when it goes back to the military is the only way.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. I mean, and that's what was over and over in the posts. I mean, the military is the only way. And maybe it gets to that point. The problem is they're doing everything they can to destroy that structure, that infrastructure, by what they're doing in their policies. And there's, it's by design, obviously, to where, hey, you're poor on the streets and you can't do anything. The recruiters go in there. It's like, hey, we'll give you a new life, come in here. And then they brainwash them to believe, what they want them to believe. If you got bad guys running it, not saying that they are, but at what point, where's the tipping point to where it's too late, Yeah. And but that's why the Second Amendment's so important, and that's why local communities are so important, to where you say, you know what, I'm opting out, I'm going to control it here. And I've used the example of what Illinois passed with the assault weapons ban, and then you got sheriffs saying, nope, not doing it, not enforcing it, it's unconstitutional, because that constitutional, that preamble that I recited earlier, that's what it is. I mean, that's we the people have decided to institute this rule book, and we're going to come together. As long as you follow these rules. When you don't follow these rules, we're going to break apart and decentralize again, and we're just going to have to, that's what's going to have to happen. And it may be at that point where we just have to fracture it and start breaking away. And then you got states breaking away and, making alliances or making confederacies and doing things, and people at the individual level doing the same
thing.
Thing.
About that. I was,
who did?
The bots. So I was tweeting with, like Governor Stitt tweeted something, and then I responded with, "Hey, check out Nathan Dam's recent bill about making Oklahoma a sovereign state." Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And the bots came after me, like, I mean, personal
Techno
attacks.
war. It's an info war,
Yeah.
right?
Porn, everything to try to deter me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was insane. I was just
And
like,
most people give up. If you can't be bought off, which I don't think any of us here can be bought off, we're just like, okay, I don't care. You can throw money if I know it's evil. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's your evil poker chips that I'm not in your casino. I'm not going to do it.
mm-hmm.
And then they're like, okay, discredit them. Let's just come after them and make them give up and, that kind of thing. And then, you're just like, F it. It's not worth it. And, we've also had those moments where it's like, why do we even bother doing this? Forget it. But you've got to have faith in humanity.
Yeah. Why am I paying,
right.
The annual fees, we'll call them,
right.
when they can just print what they want? If they can print what they want and give it to Ukraine, how about giving it to Americans? How about getting rid of it? Because we know it's worth nothing. If you
pay
can
off everybody's mortgage, and the thing is, that's the thing though, just jubilee the whole damn thing and just say, we're done. Level playing field.
What country just did that? Sri Lanka just came out with an announcement that they are literally going to have to just do a jubilee because their debt is so much and they can't pay it off. And they're like, look, we're
done. Yeah.
We're out.
Yeah. We're just got to reset it. You throw everything off the board and say, all right, we're starting over.
Yeah. And this week, Lebanon devalued their currency over 90% on the 1st. Yeah. We had on the 27th, it was, oh gosh, Johnny and I talked about it yesterday. So Lebanon and was it Turkey? No, Turkey did it earlier this summer.
They've been devaluing it for a while.
Yeah. There's another country. I'm sorry. You'll have to go back and watch Thursday's show. Fast forward to where we were talking.
I know.
About.
I didn't watch the whole show. I only got like 20 minutes of it, so I didn't get to watch the rest of it. I got busy today, so I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, we've been doing a little bit. That's one of my things is that I'm trying to do a little bit shorter show during the week,
except for happy hour.
Because then that's the thing.
That's all right though. Look at the community. We got 33 people in here.
36 on my end.
Is it? See, I don't know. 33. It's my.
Thank you, Mr. Yulfang. Yes, Pakistan was the one on the 27th of
and they have nukes.
January.
If anybody wanted to know. Yeah. They got nukes. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy to get scared of all these things, but ultimately it comes down to, at the individual level, we have to make that decision for ourselves to where it's like, I'm not going to live in fear. I choose not to do that. I'm going to take actions that do not feed a beast system, a vampire system. And I'm going to do that at the personal level. And then you get yourself in a position. And that's why I say, if you're holding cryptocurrency, why are you holding it? Ask yourself that. If you're holding gold and silver, why are you holding those things? Put yourself in a position using those tools when those opportunities come along to put yourself in a position of freedom to where you have that FU money and you just have the things that you need to provide for yourself and you're not dependent. So when the electric bill doubles because of whatever excuse they give to you, guess what? I got my own energy sources here. I've got my own resources. I don't have to do that. You have to try to escape that system as much as you can. It's not easy to do. It's not. It's like the whole life we're trying to do that. But don't depend on the system to take care of you when you retire and think, I'm going to retire in Florida and everything's going to be fine. Don't count on it. That Social Security might not be there. And if it is, which it probably will be, it's going to be in the form of a CBDC that they can completely control. And then they can say, Westwood, you're on your second cigar on happy hour. Can't have you doing that. You get a little tiny cigar next time. You got
too much carbon on the digibug.
Yeah, you got too much carbon on the digibug. Now it's polluting the environment more. The diesel. You can't do that. And so they're going to shut you down and say, you're in the penalty box. Your CBDCs aren't going to work for 3 days. Well, I need to eat. Well, too bad. But if you got, you get your own food, okay, you can mitigate that.
That goes to when Andy was on. We'll have him on again here pretty soon. But he was talking about that, like,
you need to get him to April in Oklahoma City.
Oh, he will. Yeah, I'm
exactly.
Sure
and that's the thing about these meetups. And let me pause real quick. Hold that thought. That's the thing about these meetups. You have these discussions. You meet people. You look them in the eye, and you know who they are. It's not just somebody preaching on YouTube. Oh yeah, this is the way it should be. No. I mean, you make relationships, you make connections, and that's what it's all about. It's finding like-minded people so that we can navigate this and allow or manifest humanity to rise again against these vampires, because that's all they are. They're shells of people that just steal your energy. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, absolutely. Because this is where you find the news, is from your community, people you trust. I think about when I want somebody to work on my house or do something. I don't just ask. I don't look in the whatever, Google or whatever. I ask my neighbors. I ask my friends. Hey, do you know somebody? What's your experience? Somebody I trust.
Yeah.
If I'm going to ask
Hey, that
them,
guy
"Do you know
sucks. Don't go
somebody?"
to him. Go to this guy.
Yeah, it has to be somebody I trust. So when Andy was on, I liked that it wasn't just like the moon boy kind of mindset. He was looking back historically that gold and precious metal and silver, precious metals, were where you can protect your wealth while the dollar or whatever's being devalued or the currency is dying in a crisis situation. And that's what the real value is. So you might not think you have a lot of assets, but when everyone else loses everything, when they lose their 401ks because the MP from the giant balloon or whatever ends up happening, or the banks bail in, like we've been talking about, that they don't want you to know that you signed that thing when you opened your bank account that says
You're a
it's their
shareholder
money.
now.
Yeah, that's their money. And so that is when really on the other side of this, that you can protect your family's assets. And like I said, we're all in this bear market and in this recession together. So it's not like people are like, oh, I have so much money, I don't need to protect it. Whatever you have, think about making it last the longest for your family, protecting your family. One of the safe places, I believe, and Johnny talked about it yesterday, you talk about it all the time, Westwood, is putting it in silver. And so you guys can contact, I put the email running down below. It's info@milesfranklin.com. Tell them that I sent you so that they know that it's a fam purchase, and that you'll have a great experience with that. So
I know people that have bought from them before. You can pay in crypto. I mean, if we get this again, I'm gonna go through my whole Litecoin thing, but June of this year, Litecoin's going to run up. I don't know how high. I'm just saying $240. Very conservative. It's going to be higher. $240. I'm not going to pump it. But at that point, hey, if you bought Litecoin at $50, not that long ago, and it's 240, it's almost 5 times what you bought it for, and silver continues to be manipulated. It's like, it's 5x against silver. Silver's sound money outside of a government that I can barter with. And I know people who will take silver for things. Hey, I need some eggs. Hey, I need a little fuel. Hey, I need a ride. I need this. I need that. Okay, give me a silver coin. I mean, there's an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can pay with crypto to buy it.
You can pay with crypto. We also
it's just like exchanging dollars for pesos. That's all it is. One goes up, one, it's what it is. You go to the airport, exchange.
And especially now that countries are making Bitcoin their legal tender, because there are laws somewhere about that and different rules about that. So check into that. Speaking of reporting things, our buddy Divvy Daddy came in and did a show with me on Wednesday, and I'm going to have him on a little bit more. I really think he's very knowledgeable. He's been mining for a long time.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of knowledge to share with people, and he's just a great guy. So very trustworthy. I
met him, hugged him multiple times, drank a lot of bourbon with him. So there you go.
He's vetted. He's fully vetted by the Westwood. Yeah. But you can check out, make sure that you use my link to get because there's a discount if you use my link on getting your report. If you're looking for help to have reports about your crypto stuff. So check that out as well. And that should be in the description. I have to add that to my description.
Check the description below. All my videos, I put stuff in the description. Lisa has it in the description. I mean, anything we talk about that you
can go to clintwestwood.net Yeah.
Right. That we believe in, that we use. I mean, that's why we put it down there. And so, yeah, I put it on my website. I put it in my videos. I mean, I talk about different things in videos. It's like, go click on the link that we put down there. I mean, if you're going to do it anyway, just like this, with the silver, if you're going to buy it anyway, at least let Lisa get a little commission on it. And you're not paying anymore for it, but it helps her continue to do what she's doing. Helps me put parts in the digibug.
I made a whole $400 from YouTube last year, you guys.
Yeah, you get nothing out of it.
I need a little help.
You're right.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you're going to do it anyway, just, allow somebody else to, get some sort of, benefit from doing it, because, I mean, we're doing this for nothing. I shouldn't say that. We're doing it for
support our friends and family.
Right. We want to do this. And it's like, hey, anything else.
You can also go to my Patreon. That's probably my main support of my channel. I'm really grateful for my Patreon members, and I try to share as much information as I find, like breaking news or different information. I post it there first, and you can privately message with me on Patreon. There's a couple different levels, and now that I have my little Cricut machine, I might start making something once a month and create a level.
Yeah.
I could create a level where I make something for people on that level once a month. That's like not as much as like when I have, phone call with people, but
yeah, Lisa, Warrior 32 makes a good point. He says you need a tip option on Patreon, Lisa, or just put a QR code up, like a Litecoin QR code, Lisa, like on every show, like where you got the little logo up there, or maybe stick it up at the top. And if somebody wants to donate, they can shoot a little Litecoin. Or something like that. And Warrior 32 brought that up. And so it's just, it's a way to opt out of the system, because if you super chat or do anything like that, the platform takes a high percentage.
So much of it.
And all these platforms, you got to get paid to run the platform to make it easy for us to use. And so if you can send it directly, that's the ideal world, to where we're outside that system, sending energy directly to each other. I mean, that's what changes everything. Because we're opting out at that point. We're like, we don't care what you guys say. We're going to send it, and the blockchain is going to confirm it. The Litecoin running over 11 years, that blockchain always confirms stuff. So, I mean, we've got to start using those tools. You can't send physical silver. Well, you can, but you can send digital silver, Litecoin. Boom, like that, done. And so, I mean, we got to start using these tools. If we're calling it sound money, if we're calling it money, we got to use it as money. And we've got to opt out of their casino. And I always call it a vampire casino, because it is. They issue the poker chips. Hey, I got a $50 token on the table. The next thing is 25. Wait a minute. How did it change to 25? Well, we issued a bunch more of them, so now yours is worth 25. Well, that's not fair. No, but it's our casino. Tough. Deal with it. Want to keep playing? That's the way it is. Right. Opt out. Walk out. Done.
So I just signed. Whoops, wrong one. I just signed for Phil C. Because he was the winner. So I just signed this for him, and I'll get a DM from him to get where to mail it to. But I've got one more of these. So before we go, really quick, let's do a hashtag freedom.
Hashtag guess what Westwood's smoking.
Yeah, let me restart this. Hold on. I don't know how to redo draw again. Oh, wait. No.
Come on, Clint Westwood.
Oh, wait. I have to redo it. Hold on.
Daddy O asked what I'm smoking. I'm smoking, which is I like this cigar. It's a Fratello Nevada cigar. It's pretty good. Fratello Nevada. The guy used to work at NASA, and he started a cigar company.
Ooh, that's terrifying.
I know. Weird, huh? Some good cigars, though, Fratellos. They're kind of underrated.
Okay, so hashtag freedom, all lowercase. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
I'm not being Melanie Vanilli or whatever the name is.
It's Friday.
No, guys, not capital. You have to do it just like this. You can't be like this. It has to be.
Got to define the rules if we're going to play the game.
Yeah, sorry. All lowercase like Warrior 32 did. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, so note to self, make them all capital in the future because everybody likes that. Nope, no capital F. There we go. There's another one. Denise Baker got it.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Look at that freedom. Gotta love all that freedom.
Gotta love all that freedom. Charlie G, stop posting with a capital F.
So what is it? Just all lowercase?
All lowercase.
All lowercase. Lowercase freedom.
I love rules.
Freedom.
Yeah. This is how the game. It's automated. So, Daddy O's jumping into play.
Oh yeah.
He's not just giving snarky comments. Last time he was making jokes at the see, like Mr. Yulfang's making jokes now. Fiefdom. But no, we want freedom. Freedom.
Fiefdom. Freedom is greater than fiefdom.
Yeah. All right. This is my last one. Collecting comments. 10 entries. Draw.
All right.
Are you guys seeing this?
Who's the lucky winner? It's going to be number 7. You don't have numbers, do you? It just picks the name.
No, it scrolls through. Silver Gem. So Silver Gem won.
Nice.
Won all.
You win a cigar.
No. Yeah. No, or unless you want to give her a cigar, but I was going to give her another one.
She's got to come to the meetup. She comes to the meetup in April. We'll smoke a cigar together. I don't know if she smokes cigars. All right. I'll have one. Cigar just for you.
Good. Sounds good. All right. So I'll message her. She's actually on my Patreon. A patron on my Patreon.
The patron. Patreon.
Yes, that's so confusing. So I'll sign this for her and sweet friend. Okay. And she's been a big help and supporter of Team Mighty. She sent a beautiful stone that I think.
I know she's got beautiful.
Paigey Weir ended up with it.
She's got
Paigey Weir ended up the high bidder on that stone. Yeah, she wanted it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's some beautiful stuff that she has. I checked it out. I mean, I think it's on your YouTube, isn't it, Silver Gem? Because I remember I saw it somewhere. I think it was on your YouTube channel. You had a lot of the pictures and video. Go check it out. You can click on her image profile or little avatar, I guess you call it, little profile pic. Click on that. Go to her YouTube. Subscribe. Check out the stuff.
That's cool. That would be fun to have her on sometime.
There you go.
Cross promote, help each other, build together. That's what we need to do. So
that's what it is. We've got to use the new ecosystem and exchange value amongst ourselves rather than being a slave to the existing system, because that's all we are. That's where they want us. What am I supposed to do? How do I do anything? I'm helpless. No, you're not helpless. I mean, you're not helpless. Quit being desperate. Quit leading a life of quiet desperation and just do something, no matter how small it is. If it's buying a hat with Litecoin, if it's buying something from Silver Gem, you got to take Litecoin, right? Just opt out of it. I mean, we all have things to offer, and the government offers us nothing. Look at these shells of human beings up there. They do nothing for us. Let's start connecting with each other and getting the things we need and trading amongst ourselves using a currency that's decentralized.
Yes.
Sorry, Tilly.
All right, you guys. I got myself all signed up on Silver Gems, so
very nice.
I'll message her. Yeah, I'll get those out to Phil C and Silver Gem this next week. So
very nice.
Good stuff. Join us on Monday. It's our third
Litecoin chicken. I got it framed.
Cool. Wow, that's chicken. Nice, Westwood.
I know. I got 4 of these big things framed. I got Johnny's manifesto, the Litecoin manifesto, all framed up. I mean, I've got the Litecoin Charlie. Look at that.
This weekend?
No. Wow. This is. I mean, I printed these off. I went to 84million.com. Go to 84million.com. You can download the digital copy, and I got it printed off. It's a 20 by 30. I bought a frame. I got 4 of these big frames of different, Litecoin stuff. I'm gonna hang up in the bar. I don't know where yet. And I gotta.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, they are. So I mean, it's again supporting the community. Pay with Litecoin. Get that stuff. And just that's how we opt out.
That's right. You guys know. If you're, we've got to start somewhere. So
yep.
I'm not gonna be careful what I say.
Well, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Take that step.
Yeah. Lots of music. Trust yourself.
trust yourselves. Always.